Here today with Grant Johnson, VP of Business Development at Airstreams. They help veterans get jobs in new fields. And Grant, is going to tell us today about how he took his 40% connection rate to a 60% connection rate after integrating Sendblue. Grant, thanks for coming to hang out with me.
Oh, you bet. So basically, everybody who's tried to get the SMS number, that's dealt with the SMS number, that's gone through it, has gone through the headache of having their SMS canceled. And then 2 weeks later, all your leads stop. You can't send anything. So this group, Sendblue, found them, was having to do some doom scrolling, and just happened they popped up on my screen. And basically, they took our number. We've been here for about 2 months now. Had some issues to integrate it, but they were with us the whole time. I mean, they basically said, "Okay, what do you need next? What do you need next? What do you need next?" Walked us through the integration process. And in the last 2 weeks, we've noticed that our messages have gone out and our ads are starting to get more views. And Sendblue is ramped us up from 40% to about 60% call-in rate. So we were getting more Calendly calls, we're getting more calls from people, and we're getting a hold of people because we are going after what we call unicorns. 1% we're going after military veterans because they're the ones that do well in our program. And our employers that want to hire veterans are all getting in line to hire these individuals, men and women. So that's basically what we do. It's the name of the class. It's called Airstreams Renewables, and it's the Wind Tower and Renewables Tower Technician Program.
Very cool. I did not even think about what you just said. Everyone wants to hire veterans. Everyone wants veterans. How do you cut through the noise, and how does a tool like Sendblue help do that?
Sendblue, well, is 1% of our nation served. So our ads will engage veterans, and then Sendblue kicks in after that. But the key is a lot of the veterans think that everybody's going after the GI Bill, because we do utilize the GI Bill for them to go through it. So when I stand in front of a class, they say, "Man, this is a scam. We thought it was a scam in the beginning. I did not realize that this was real." They came to our class and they realized, like, "Wow, yeah, this really is real. This is cool." And I always said, "Why did you think it was a scam?" And they said, "Because it sounded too good to be true." And then they said that the connections weren't the same. They didn't look the same, and it looked like a chatbot. So that's where Sendblue kicks in, and it looks like a real person going back and forth with the iMessage, with the iPhones, with the 50% of them have iPhones. So it's just the message looks real. And then when we call them, it becomes real. And then when they come to our class, leave with a job, it is really real.
Very nice. Do you remember what you were doing or what tech you were using to try to reach out to people before Sendblue?
We have our own AI bot that we utilize, and so it does kick in. It's not as good. But the typical things, if you went to try and send a Calendly number or sign up for a call or a video, then AT&T or Verizon or pick T-Mobile, they would shut your thing down. Then you'd have to petition to them, and then you'd have to. It was a headache. So we haven't had any of that happen with Sendblue so far. Hopefully it doesn't. I think that with the technology I'll have, it doesn't happen as much because you're not utilizing an SMS number. So it's a little bit of a different animal, but we think that we found the right technology, and we're looking forward to moving forward. We were about 2 months in, so we're not 1,000% sold on it, but probably 500%. So it seems like it's working really well.
Well, how has your relationship with the team been along the way, getting support set up, guided with what to say, when to send text messages, workflows? Did you get any help there?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Like I said, our AI bot tangled with it for a little bit. So we had to go back and program it. But if all we just pick up the phone, and your group between the first guy that sold, I think it was Sean, and then Lily, and then the rest of the group's just been great. I mean, it's just the customer service is well outlasted the other two that I was trying. It's like they would just give up. So it's like your group didn't give up. So thanks so much for that.
Of course. What would you say to someone that's still watching and they're sitting on the fence about joining Sendblue?
And just give it a trial. You just see what you get. It's so far, like I said, we're a month and a half in, and I don't ever do stuff like this. I don't ever tout somebody else's stuff, or I was just so impressed with the customer service and the people and the ingenuity. And then our marketing guy actually put us on to y'all, and he said it'd be a game changer for our company. And so that's what we want to do it. I would absolutely take phone calls from anybody to tell them what our experience has been like, but it's been a great experience so far.
That's a really nice offer. I'm definitely not going to sign you up to take take any phone calls.
Yeah, I say phone. I'm old, man. We take phone calls. That's what those older guys do. I don't. If I see 4 emails back and forth, go back and forth, man, I'm picking up the phone. What are
Yeah,
you guys do? What are you guys doing? Yeah, it's I'm old school, so it's like that's pick up the phone. Ask Lily. She's gotten phone calls from me, and she's like, she's and they always
I
text
pick up
back.
the phone too. We pick up the phone too.
I know they did. I have her personal cell phone. I mean that you don't get that. So it's like that's
awesome.
just it. And then she got promoted because she did so great with us. I don't think that's the reason, but it's really cool.
Probably part of the reason. Cool. Someone's still watching. They want to learn more about what you guys do over at Airstreams. This is your time to plug yourself and tell us more about the business.
Gotcha. Well, if you want to go into the renewables industry, we're the one to come with. It's a 6-week class where you'll in this 240 hours, you'll earn 10 different certificates that are great nationwide. But the key is our placement services. You will have 4 to 5 job interviews minimum. If you do it the right way, you'll have 10 to 20. What happens is they come to us on via Zooms just like this, and they'll say, "Hey, we want veterans to come work for us. Put your resume in," and then guess what? Your resume just doesn't go in. They don't tell you to just apply online. They say send your resume directly to me, or they say give it to Airstreams. They'll send it directly to me. So you'll go above everybody else. That's what Airstreams does for you. The very first week, we fix your resume to where how our employers like it. Second week, you're doing mock interviews. We tell you exactly what they're going to ask you, because a lot of the veterans, they've never applied for a job before. They've never interviewed before. So we walk them through the exact process, how it's going to work. Here's the questions you're going to get asked. Well, if you know the questions beforehand, pretty good idea that you're going to know the answer to it, because we'll tell you what the answer should be. So it's just one of those things of we vow to help veterans get jobs. Like I told you, Sam, we get 1 or 2 homeless people that show up to our class every class, and they will raise their hands because they want help. They say, "Look, I'm homeless. I get it. I want help." And the good news is most of them leave with jobs, change their lives. Several have used this as a stepping stone. I've got a couple that have gone on and did this for a while, then they became cops. But the key is they earn the money, they get the respect, and they get to put their families back together.
Amen. Over 10,000 graduates. I believe.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it is. It's real. I mean, we have 7 campuses on different bases, anywhere from Joint Base Lewis McChord all the way over to the East Coast, where we're just going to open up on Fort Bragg, and then 5 more in between that. But our National Training Center in California is the one that we have between 60 and 80 veterans there at any given time. We have 80 bunk spaces, so they have a place to stay. There's a gym, there's a basketball court, there's a full kitchen that serves them 3 hots a day, their laundry services, everything they need to go there, get the 240 hours in, and get out of there with a career.
And get out of there with a job that pays well, over 6 figures. Grant, thank you so much for hanging out with me today.
Yeah, Sam, that was fun. Appreciate it.